Mm. So, coach, what are your thoughts about the game? How are you looking forward to it?
Yes, it is an important game. We are playing home ground, so we must think positive and try to get a positive result.
And same for you, Pramveer.
Yes, it's our first home game. No, it's our home game. We are preparing really well, and we are confident. We just want to come and support us in large numbers.
We'll open the question to flow.
Khalid sir, hello. Ujjwal from First Post. I'm sorry to start like this. Khalid sir, I just wanted to ask कि एक डेढ़ महीने पहले
बोलो
एक डेढ़ महीने पहले जब काफ़ा में रिज़ल्ट आया तो काफ़ी मतलब उत्साह था, एक्साइटमेंट था और आपको काफ़ी मतलब ये भी हुआ, लेकिन एशियन कप में ऑब्वियसली रिजल्ट मैटर बहुत करता है, तो थोड़ा सा एक प्रेशर क्रिएट हो गया जो ये ड्रॉ हुआ उसमें कई लोग बोला कि थोड़ा ज़्यादा डिफेंसिव खेल रहे, शायद अटैकिंग आपको घर पे जाना पड़ेगा. थोड़ा जस्ट मैं जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि एज अ कोच आपके लिए ये ट्रांजिशन किस तरह का है. फ्रॉम काफ़ा में एक्सपेक्टेशन नहीं था लेकिन सक्सेस आया, अभी ज़्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशन है. डिलीवरी रिजल्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रखता है, लेकिन साथ में आपको टीम को भी लेके चलना है. और सिंगापुर क्योंकि थोड़ा फीफा में रैंकिंग में कम है, लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं शायद ज़्यादा अटैकिंग खेलेंगे, तो थोड़ा उसका बारे में अगर आप बोल सकते.
नहीं, अभी फुटबॉल में ऐसे देखना नहीं. वी हैव टू थिंक पॉजिटिव. दे आर अ गुड साइड. वी प्लेड विद देम इन होम ग्राउंड. दे आर वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू बीट, बट दिस टाइम इट इज़ आवर होम ग्राउंड. वी ट्राई टू गिव आवर बेस्ट एंड थिंक पॉजिटिव and try to get a positive result.
I request everyone to please ask your questions in English only.
No, English mix.
No.
Hi coach, how are you?
What's up to you?
Coach Dhiman, I work for the Hindustan Times newspaper. Coach, could you just talk us through your thoughts in calling Shubhashish and Apuya, on Friday or Saturday, whatever it was? You got maybe 3 training sessions with them. So what was the thinking behind them, and why didn't you call them maybe when the window began on the 1st of October?
Because we required them, especially Subhashish, because we don't have extra left back. Sandesh got yellow card, and Mawiya, I think he deserved to be back again because his experience. I have seen his game. He played last game. He was good. So we thought that yes, this is the right time we can use them.
Wouldn't it have been better if you'd called them earlier? You would have got more sessions with them?
Yes, maybe. But I think it is better to use them now.
Okay.
According to the situation, we act.
Hello, sir. This is Sunil here from Indian Football Report. My question is to you. So basically there are still 3 more games are remaining in AFC Asian Cup, which are very important. So do you think that we got the capability to go and win those all and do something to qualify for the AFC Asian Cup?
Yes, we are thinking about tomorrow's game. That is most important. We'll go step by step. It will be easy for us.
Hi coach, I'm Ashin from Sportstar. You recall Sunil Chhetri for the Asian Cup qualifiers. Obviously he just came back from international retirement. What do you see as the future for Sunil in this Indian team in the next 1 year?
Yes, I'm thinking about tomorrow's game. We need him in tomorrow's game. So after that, we'll think about it.
Hello, Marcus from the Times of India, Khalid. This is your first home match. You played all matches away. Will you have a different approach to the match tomorrow, or does anything change for you, given that it's a must-win game?
Yes, it is an important game. As I said, home ground, we have to think positive. We have to be in attacking mood from start.
Hi coach, this is Augusto from IFF. After India equalized, don't you think we should have attacked? Don't you think the team held back instead of trying an attack?
No, after equalized, because we are a 10th man. I don't think because we played with 10 players, I don't think it is required to go for attack blindly. So it was a good, fair result for us.
Hi, my question is for Pramveer. I'm Ashish from Sportfolio Productions. Pramveer, you've had a really great stint in the past month or 2 playing with the youth side, and now you've been called up for the senior team. What's going on in your head? How does it feel?
Yeah, I feel really lucky, and I'm learning a lot from seniors. They help me on and off the field, and we are now focusing on tomorrow match.
Thank you. All the best.
Coach. Coach Parasar from Kerala. So, Coach, you talk about the taking, and in the last game, India was pressing after the team was 10 men down. So, what tactics do you in the next match you want to adjust in this match? What tactics that you want to adjust?
Yes, how we played the last game with the 10 players, we must continue with this, but this time we have one player, so it is, and we are playing home ground. So it will be very good for us to start with attacking mood.
Hi Pramveer.
Hi.
My question is for you. So I'm Sunil from Football India Report. So basically, as you did performed well in AFC Asian Under 23 qualifiers, so how do you see this Asian Cup qualifier differ from it, being in a senior national football team and to like rub your shoulders with the Sunil, Chhetri and likes?
Yeah, it's a new experience for me, and it's a pleasure for me to play with Sunil Chhetri, and I feel really lucky to play against him, and he taught me many things, and he helped me a lot.
Thank you.
Coach Khalid, Anirudh from ESPN. Coach, after the first half where Singapore kind of dominated India, the second half India played much more on the front foot with 10 men. So how much confidence does that give you and the squad going into this match? Just that second half performance.
Yes, we get more confidence. As I said, we got a good point, but this home ground we have to think positive, and we must take that confidence and play as a team.
Yes, this is Zero Silva from Hivejaw. Coach, right now, winning the games is what matters, but also it is also the results of the other games. So do you think that's an added psychological, effect on the players?
Yes, we are thinking about this game. This is a game we are playing tomorrow with good team. So it is better to think, then we'll see after that.
Coach, I want to ask you, have obviously seen FC Goa playing here, and for the first time you will be coaching the national team here. Also, Al Nassr is supposed to make a trip. There is a lot of enthusiasm around that, but this is India game, Asian Cup qualifiers. You have a message for the people here. Obviously very passionate here, so locals would be turning up, but you have a message, and what are you expecting from the fans?
Yes, I'm expecting to come and support India. This is our country, we must support us, and as much we get, that is good for us.
Hi. Coach, you've twice mentioned that you want to start in an attacking manner. Now, do we see some changes to the starting lineup tomorrow from what you did against Singapore on Thursday? I'm not asking you to name those changes, but do you think, can we see some changes in the starting lineup tomorrow? Because based on what you're saying, we want to play more attacking football.
Yes, depending on situation, maybe tomorrow we'll see the players, how they are. Then we'll decide who's going to play.
Hi, Coach. Coach, this is your first game as the national team coach in India. What does it mean for you, on a personal level, what does it mean for you to represent the country on this stage?
Yeah, it is my pleasure to be there, and it is a very difficult game, but we must think positive. And we must work as a unit. All the players must take a responsibility.
We'll take two more questions.
Coach, Subhashish and Apuya were both not there for the away match. What prompted you to bring in these two players? Is it because tomorrow's game is a must-win match, so you need all your, whatever options available to you to be there?
मैंने बताया उसको पहले से ना कि because of yellow card, Sandesh got yellow card, and Mawiya, he played a good game last game in IFA Shield. So I think this is a good time to need him. We use him this time.
Coach, in the last game, your central midfield was McCartan and Nikhil. Both of them very relatively inexperienced. McCartan made his debut. What did you make of their performance in the first half?
Yes, they played very good. According to what I have given instruction, they completed. But I think control was not good enough in midfield. So that's why I make early change in second half.
Thank you so much, everyone, and all the best, coach, for the next game. This is the pre-match press conference. We have Singapore's head coach, Mr. Gavin Lee, and Ilan Fandi. So we'll start with a question. Coach, if you could tell us your thoughts about the game, how's the preparation going?
Hello everyone. So yeah, I think the players are recovered from the previous game as well as the travels, and we had a good session yesterday. We're looking forward to another good one today, and then go out there for the 3 points that we want tomorrow.
And same question to Fandi, if you could tell us your thoughts about the game.
The team is very happy to be here in India. We are really excited about the game, and most importantly, for us to come here and get the 3 points and bounce back from what happened in Singapore. We're just raring to go, and hopefully we can put on a show.
So I'll open the floor for the questions now. I request you to please announce your name and your agency before you ask the question, and you'll be given a mic. So please.
I'm Niroy Shamanta from Kelarvarta. Do you think this is a golden opportunity to become the top of the table after this match?
Thank you for the question. I think first and foremost, it also depends on how it goes in the other game, right? Whether or not we finish top or not on the table for the window, it really depends on Hong Kong and Bangladesh as well. But ultimately, we are not in control of what happens over there. We're just in control of how we play over here, and that's what we're focused on the performance, and then hopefully the 3 points.
Hi Gavin, hi. I'm Dhiman, I work for the Hindustan Times newspaper. It's a question to both of you. How much did the conversation around this match change after a mistake that cost you 2 points from you were pretty much in control of the game. India were hardly moving forward. It was 3 points were there for the taking, and then one mistake very late in the game changes. How much does that change the conversation around this match going into the game?
I get it hard ones. No, I think our approach has always been like this: never too high, never too low. And we often try to approach it one game at a time. And so last game is done, it's over. The equation has changed a little bit. We go into this game, nothing has changed. We still want that 3 points. The only difference now is we're not at home. So that obviously is a slight advantage to India. But again, no problem. We go head down, do our best, and try to bring the 3 points home.
Yeah, I think, for me, every international game is very important for us, especially now, given the situation. But I think the boys are ready, and for us, these 3 points will be very important for us to qualify for the Asian Cup, and also to give hope to Singaporeans back home that we can do it. And I think playing away is always difficult, but if we can do it in Bangladesh, why can't we do it here in India? So all respect to India, but we're going to go all out.
Hi Coach, Anirudh from ESPN. Coach, this is related to the question Mr. Dhiman asked. After the match last time, your players were really downcast, especially Jordan seemed inconsolable. So as a coach, what do you tell your players at that moment to make sure that they bounce back?
Yeah, I often tell the players this, in life we often go through not so nice emotions, not so nice situations, and we cannot choose not going through it. So since we've gone through it, then don't waste it. Use the experience, take the pain, remember it, don't lose it, and then use it as your fuel for the next opportunity you get, and that's the next coming game. And I think all the boys, we obviously were not so pleased after the game naturally, and now it's our job is to channel those emotions that we've painfully gone through, use it, and then make sure we don't experience it again in the next game.
Hi Coach, I'm Ashin from Sports Star. Obviously now this is going to be an away game for you. In the home game we saw you dominate the ball so much against India, and one of India's biggest threats were set pieces, and I think you didn't concede any corner kicks. I think only 2 long throw-ins were what I think you had against yourself, and you managed to defuse the threat. But coming in an away game, do you think you expect to dominate India the same way you did, so that you can subdue them? And considering you also won the 3 points, you're also chasing the game for the 3 points to be top of the table.
First and foremost, we cannot determine how India is going to play, right? If if they want to defend in the same way or attack in the same way, we don't know. All we know is we need to adapt accordingly to what's in front of us. Obviously, we have we have some clear intentions of how we want to play our football, regardless of the situations in front of us. But ultimately, we adapt. If given the same opportunities to have as much of the ball, we'll take it. If we are forced to defend our box a little bit more, we will do so. And I think last game was a testament to our backline and the way we managed the football. We conceded very, very few set plays, which is a key threat for India, and we will try to do the same again.
Gavin, Jose from TMSG. So this question, there are three parts to it. So first part would be,
okay.
Now that you have time to digest and dissect the last match, what are some of the lessons you've taken on from that game? And obviously, in discussion with the players. What have you learned in terms of strategy and substitutions, and how would you actually think about it moving forward? And finally, given that this is do or die, what do you take from it?
Yeah, first and foremost, I think, thank you for always giving me 3-part, 4-part questions. And then, first and foremost, I think, coming from the last game, we experienced going through a situation where we created quite a few opportunities and we should have killed the game off much earlier, but unfortunately we allow the last situation to define the game, and then that's all we think about now, right? It's hindsight bias. The last thing was the most prominent, or that was the decisive thing that happened in the game. But if you look back at it, I think we have done enough to kill it off early enough, but we didn't, right? So unfortunately, we allowed the last thing to happen to determine, or to sort of determine the outcome. And that's something we take away, and I know everybody understood the message. Yeah, and second question was about subs, right? Testing my memory here. In every game, we would reflect on our strategy, how we try to change the game, how we try to improve the game. And again, if we take away the hindsight bias, right, of that last event, then when our players came on at their specific moments, we increased our control of possession, especially when Shah moved into midfield. We had the fresh legs to push on with Raihan on the outside and Jordan on the other side, and that continued to give us the opportunities to swing in the crosses. But again, it was the same story that before the subs were made, but we didn't take it, right? So that's something we are obviously aware and we want to be better at. And then your last question. You like to add dramatic effects to, Again, every game is do or die, because every game 3 points matter. And the message that we've been trying to understand and appreciate within the team is there isn't a difference in all the games we play. Every game afford you the same 3 points, and every point in this journey is very, very important. So it is not just do or die in this game. The previous game was also do or die. The one in Bangladesh, the one in Hong Kong, or when we play Hong Kong, is do or die. Even the preparation games we played in Malaysia and Myanmar, those were do or die, because all these games are there for a specific reason. We have a purpose going to those games, and when you have purpose in going to games, it's do or die. So nothing has changed in that regard. Is there a fourth part? No. Okay.
Hello, coach. Hello. The game was the last game was draw in the ending time. So how was the environment in the dressing room? Like all are moving forwards, or like there are some negative emotion?
About changing room?
About dressing room.
Maybe player can answer.
Thank you for your question.
I can catch my breath a bit.
No, I think in football, mistakes happen, and we just have to bounce back from what we think is we lost basically. We dropped 2 points, but I think for us now is to think about this game against India, and it's a chance for us to redeem ourselves and get back on track. And our goal is obviously to qualify for the Asian Cup for the first time. So we're gonna give our people some hope to cheer about.
Coach, you have a advantage till the half time, but you lost that in the second half. So what do you think that what tactical mistake you have done, and what you want to improve in this picture, in this home picture of India?
Yeah, so if you allow that, again, you just go back to simple stuff. If you allow that one action to determine our tactics, then it's not a very strong case for argument, because tactics should be defined across the 90 minutes, and I think we created enough to, again, like I mentioned earlier, to kill the game off early. We didn't, and so we have to learn the lessons from there, or rather pay the consequence for that, for the fact that we allow one incident to define the game in that manner.
Yeah, we'll take 2 more questions.
This is Sero Silva from Hypejaw. India were a man down and they still managed to tie an away game. Do you think that they'll be much more confident at home and come out much tougher?
I cannot answer how they will feel, because I'm not in control of them, But ultimately, again, credit to them, they went 10 men down. What we saw on the pitch was they never stopped fighting. I think that's a testament of the coach and the culture is built. Something that every coach will be very proud of to see. But even when they were 10 men, I go back to the point, we created enough chances to kill it off, but we didn't, right? So unfortunately in football it's like this, when you give people a little bit of hope to the end, it can come and bite you in the behind, and that was what happened, and that's something I've said, we've paid the consequence for that, and now it's about not allowing it to happen again.
Hi, this is a question that both of you can take, not directly related to this match, but how do you think football in Asia has changed with this whole thing about players being naturalized and countries using their diaspora talent? It used to happen a lot in Europe, but right now pretty much every team is doing that. How do you think that has changed international football in this continent?
I think that's a difficult question, because we only know how it changes when we can look back in time, and then we can really understand everything that's going on. But one thing's for sure, when you've got more players coming in with more quality, then the level of football goes up. And that was something we experienced when we play our international games. But again, we are just focused on our players and what we do in our country, and that's all we can control, largely. And yeah. We're not so concerned about the global perspective. That's not our problem.
Or the continental, you play Hong Kong, who have players from Brazil, from Canada.
Yeah, but I go back to my point. I cannot control what Hong Kong do. I can only manage the team that they put out and how we're going to play against them. And credit to the boys, I don't think we have changed one bit, regardless of who we want to play or who we're going to play against. We believe in ourselves. We believe in what we want to do as a team, and go on and do it.
I think for me, it doesn't matter. Naturalized or not naturalized, when we play for the badge, it's for one goal only, to represent the country. So for me, it doesn't matter.
Okay, thank you everyone.